What's up, everybody? Wow, I fucked that up. What is up, everybody, and welcome to another pre-recorded video. Today I will be reviewing The Hunger Games Catching Fire. The book, not the film like I have before. Now, I don't even remember the rating system I had for the book. I think it was out of 10. Maybe it was a grade. I have no fucking clue. But for this video, I will just give it a number grade. So... cause I have no idea. I don't even remember some of my videos if I even put a grade in there. Cause if I didn't, then I'm just fucking stupid. So, The Hunger Games Catching Fire was written by Suzanne Collins and was released in 2012, I think. I bid ye farewell, sweet sentence. 2009, okay. Never mind then. And is the sequel to the boring but fun, I guess, first book, The Hunger Games, which spawned another book, Mockingjay. We'll talk about that next week, or maybe next month. I have no idea. Because it took me like a month to review Catching Fire just in movie form, and now I'm finally reviewing it in book form. But let's get this out of the way. Such better writing in this one. It feels so much more natural, but the problems I have with the first one are still present with the second one, and that is the fact that it doesn't make a lot of sense. But it's fun but reading about how graphic these deaths are. That's fun to me. I don't know why. I mean, it's more fun when you're reading it, which I will eventually review, because I reviewed the movie. I haven't reviewed the 90s miniseries. I will do that eventually. But, like, the book I haven't reviewed. So, the book, slow burn. It is a very slow burn. Very boring book. Granted, all the Hunger Games books are boring. The only boring movie is the first one. I do think Mockingjay Part 1 is not boring. You can fight me on that. But really, the books, they don't have any visual things that you can, like, think, oh, I can touch that. Like, books like Ready Player One, like, they immerse you into the realness of the situation, like they are in VR, practically, and reading Ready Player One, we have that technology. So, you think like, whenever they're in the Oasis, you think, me personally anyway, I thought I had a VR headset on, and, like, I could physically touch those objects. So that way it resonated with me. It had things that I thought I could touch. This book, however, I feel nothing. Every time a character dies, I'm just like, oh, character's dead. I never, like, feel the impact of, like, an arrow going through the chest, or a throat slit, or getting stabbed, or getting poisoned. I never feel that. I never feel getting torn apart. I never feel that reading these books, and which is a really unfortunate thing, because later on in the other film, in the films and in Mockingjay, you can almost feel it, but, like, in the book you don't. When you see the movie, it gives you that visual aspect, and you feel different about the situation. Like Boggs, he loses his legs in Mockingjay. When you see it in Part 2, you actually feel like you don't have your legs anymore. But when you read it in the book, it's just... and when you see it in the film, it's like, oh shit. And I can say the same about Hacksaw Ridge. Granted, that wasn't based off of a book. That was based off of a documentary, I believe. And, like, every time somebody lost their legs, I was just like, what the fuck? I said this in my Nightmare and Elm Street review. I was just like, I could not watch it. I couldn't. Like, I had to take a break. I was just like, too dark, too graphic. But it is a real depiction of war, and when his legs go off, I'm just like, nope, can't watch it. And I decided to watch Friends instead, so I could get a laugh. And then I finished it after I watched 4 episodes of Friends. It was just, yeah. Now we'll finish it. And then I reran Gordon Ramsay stuff and Friends and over all night until I fell asleep. So characters, superficial. They're character font. That doesn't exist in this book. I'm sorry, there is no character development. Plutarch Heavensby, probably the most interesting character in all of the series. I'm being honest. My personal opinion. Maybe Effie, maybe Haymitch. I don't know. I would like to see a Haymitch movie. That would be nice to see a Haymitch prequel. Same with Effie. I would like to see that because, Effie grew up in the capital. Haymitch didn't. He grew up in District 12, ended up going into the games, won, became a victor, trained Katniss and Peeta in the way of how to win the games, and then Effie is the person that is assigned District 12 from the capital when she is an adult. I would like to see that as a movie. I really would. That's my personal opinion, though. Call it... I don't know what you would call it. I mean, I don't know what numbered Hunger Games it is. So for all I care, call it the first Hunger Games. I mean, I know it's not, but just call it that. And we will be fine with it, okay? People will flock to see it because they love the Hunger Games, okay? Okay? So there, Lionsgate, that's my movie pitch. Get Francis Lawrence in there. They'll do it. So, in terms of numbers, I'd give this 3.7. I mean, there are things I like, but there's not much that I like. Most of the book is boring, very superficial, and I don't like it. But if I were to give it a letter grade, just in case, I gave the other book a letter grade, I'm gonna give it a D. Yeah, I think unless I gave the first book a C. If I didn't, then, and I gave it a D minus, a D is more fair this book, because it actually does improve upon the first, but not by much. It's a very small, narrow margin, but it is enough to grade it up. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. And, anyway, if you like this video and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Domo Nation, and also follow me on my second Instagram account, the Domo Nation Customs. You can also subscribe to my second YouTube channel, Domo's Toys and Collectibles Chest, and yes, I'm talking slower because I'm kind of out of breath right now. And, until next time, guys, you can find links to my Instagram and Twitter in the description. You can also find my terms and conditions for my live chats, for my live streams in my comment section, and my schedule in terms of whatever vids are coming out on what days. And, peace out, till all are one. Be good people.